Here's Messi!
That's how the Argentina script ended, with Messi delivering a hat-trick on his 200th cap, equaling the all-time World Cup scoring record on the same night Portugal drew 1-1 with DR Congo. Let that sink in for a moment. One of the tournament favourites, one of the best squads Portugal have ever assembled. Held by a team that hadn't played a World Cup in 52 years. A team that had never scored a single World Cup goal in their entire history until Wednesday night in Houston. And Cristiano Ronaldo? He played all 90 minutes. He had 25 touches of the ball. He generated 3 shot attempts. None of them were on target. Here's the part everyone's dancing around, but nobody wants to say clearly. Portugal didn't draw against DR Congo because they had a bad night. Portugal drew because they have a structural problem that's been there for 3 tournaments, and it's wearing the number 7 shirt. The same question followed Portugal into a 3rd straight World Cup. What role does Ronaldo play? And the answer in 2026 was the same as it was in 2022, in 2018, in 2016. He's the main man. He starts. He plays every minute. The team builds around him. The difference is what surrounds him now. In 2016, you could argue Portugal needed to defeat Ronaldo because the quality behind him was limited. He was carrying a squad. But this Portugal, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, Pedro Neto, Gonçalo Ramos, these players just won the Champions League with PSG. This is arguably the most talented midfield Portugal have ever had at a World Cup. And instead of letting them run, Martinez's team spent the second half squandering better chances just to give Ronaldo the service. His teammates were sacrificing good positions to find him, and he couldn't convert. That's not a partnership, that's a burden. Look at the numbers properly. Portugal had 75% possession, the highest of any match so far at this World Cup. They had 7 shots. DR Congo had 8. Portugal's expected goals were 0.64. DR Congo's were 0.82. A team with 75% of the ball and one of the most gifted attacks in world football was actually out-threatened by a side playing their first World Cup in over half a century. No substitution, no tactical shift, no urgency. He also became, that night, the oldest outfield player to start a World Cup match. A record. 41 years and 132 days old. The question is whether that record is something to celebrate or a warning sign that nobody in the Portugal camp is willing to act on.